Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be talking about current affairs that's been dominating the media, basically, mainstream media. So hopefully we'll kind of just, just have a discussion on what's been happening, what can we do about it, and how can we actually navigate through this situation that we're currently in. So hopefully, in doing so, we'll be more, informed on the best way to go about things, the best way to live through these trying times that we're currently on, and to make the best out of it, basically. So, yeah, again, my name's Obi Garib. I'm just a normal guy that's very much interested in political issues as well as current affairs that's very much in effect right now, really. So hopefully, by having this dialogue with you guys, we'll be able to kind of learn from each other to just, continuously talk about things that truly matter. And hopefully in doing so, we'll be able to kind of, impart knowledge between each other. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. So moving on to the first topic that I want to talk about, which is religion. Religion is very much a vital part of many people's lives in today's society. Obviously, there's this sense that we're actually kind of moving away from traditional values and moral standards that we previously upheld within our society. But actually, I believe the opposite is happening. There's more people going back to churches, going back to synagogues or even mosques to find that spiritual element that we all are innately inclined to. And this basically is very, very interesting, fascinating phenomena, because the mainstream media wants us to think that we're actually moving away from religion, but actually, in general, we're actually moving towards it. So what's causing this influx of people going back to religion in general, to more traditional values and moral principles that we have upheld for hundreds, thousands of years before this post-Enlightenment period that we currently are in? I think number one would be that number one reason for us going back to religion, I believe, would be that sense of purpose. I believe in general, religion gives us that higher purpose that I think we're all seeking. I think we all have this void in us that actually seeks that higher purpose that transcends what we do here on earth, really. And I think that's a major factor that basically promotes this exodus from secularism to religious activities again. So that's one reason. The second reason I want to propose would be that sense of community. I feel like throughout the 21st century, since the beginning of the 21st century, we have encouraged and promoted this sense of individualism that you're the architect of your own future and things like that, which is true. But at the same time, this increased the this increased kind of self-centeredness, I think, in general, and your self-dependence, which is good in a way, but I would say there's more disadvantages to it than advantages. I feel like the benefits does not outweigh the risks involved in individualism. Because obviously, as social creatures, we need people around us. We need other people to sharpen us, because obviously iron sharpens iron, And human beings, we sharpen each other. And that sense of community is very much interweaved within our psyche, within our survival instincts in general. And we always feel safer in a group instead of just being on our own. And I think that's the reason why that in going back to, like, organized religious activities, we kind of return to that sense of community, sense of belonging, sense that we are part of something higher than ourselves. And I believe that's one of the major reasons why people are turning against secularism and going back to organized religious activities. That's definitely a major reason for me personally, because here in the UK, individualism is very much upheld by a lot, like I would say the majority of people. And that made me realize the importance of connection with others. Because actually, first 8-9 years of my life, I grew up in the Philippines. The Philippine culture is very much interconnected. Family basically includes your extended family. It's not only limited to your like immediate family. It includes your extended family, includes even family members that are like, very much outside of the extended family even. As long as there's that, kind of familial connection, your family. And that's what I like about the Philippines, obviously, because it naturally leads to that sense of, community and sense of belonging. And I feel like the UK used to be more like that, actually. The UK upheld values that are very much conservative in nature. I feel like all cultures in the whole world kind of used to be more conservative. And unfortunately, we're moving away from that. We're moving away from the framework that, that's always been working for us, unfortunately. And we think we know better, and we think we can actually come up with new ways to actually fill these voids that we have in our soul. And actually, it's always been there. It's always existed already. We just had to kind of, I guess, make our mistakes and learn from it, and then hopefully go back to the framework. I keep saying framework. Go back to that framework that's always been working. That's been working for hundreds, thousands of years even. So yeah. That's a major reason. That sense of belonging is very much lacking nowadays. Third reason why people are going back to religion. Okay, I'm just trying to think on the spot here, really, to be honest. I'm just trying to be spontaneous as I can. Be as spontaneous as I can. The way I think, the way I talk. Because I just want to be spontaneous in the way I speak, right? I don't want to think too much about it. And I believe in doing these vlogs, hopefully this will help me kind of improve on this aspect of my communication. So, third reason, I'm just trying to think. So I mentioned about purpose, sense of belonging or community. The third reason would be that routine, I think. Having that routine of, just revisiting your purpose, revisiting your community, revisiting, God. These aspects of life that's always been very crucial in our existence I think having a routine to actually revisit these areas, as well as kind of hone in more on them, is a vital aspect of our evolution as a human being. I believe they just continuously are a fabric. These aspects of life are part of this very intricate tapestry that's been used and proven to be effective for hundreds and thousands of years. And by going away, by steering clear away from these traditional and foundational aspects of life, and by losing this routine that we have always upheld throughout the ages, we lose everything. We lose our purpose. We lose the community. We lose our sense of routine, which I believe is very important in, keeping us sane, firstly, as well as keeping us within our purpose, keeping us with a purpose that we are here for a reason, keeping us in the purpose that we are here to complete a particular mission. I mean, it's all different for each and every one of us, obviously. We all have our own purpose in the body of Christ, quoting from the Bible. I think that's a quote from the Bible, actually. But I think, I've heard some sermons, actually, where they talk about all of us being in the body of Christ, and we all have our own specific purpose in the body. So, for example, if you're in the head, obviously, you're more, your purpose is within, potentially making decisions for your community and things like that, making, righteous and holy decisions for the betterment of your community. If you're part of the leg area of the body, then you basically are, for example, like involved in the direction we're going. So that could be, building infrastructures and things like that. That makes life easier for all of us. It makes movement, I don't know what I'm talking about, actually, but anyway, and you get the gist. We all have our own different purpose, and we all have our uniqueness that we can kind of utilize for the benefit of not only ourselves, but the people around us. So, yes, I believe that's a really important factor that we just need to continuously develop on, continuously evolve in, as well as continuously be made aware of. Because we're very forgetful beings. For some reason, we forget these invaluable lessons we forget them so easily, unfortunately. And we have to keep reminding ourselves of these really important life aspects of life, which kind of, again, links back to routine, links back to your purpose, and links back to, building a community. So all these aspects are very much interconnected. So yeah, that's my rant, basically. And hopefully I've kind of communicated it in a way that's very clear and concise and understandable. And if you have any input on anything that I've said today, please feel free to comment down below so we can have further discussions, really. And I believe having that open dialogue is very important because it keeps us sharp. Again, iron sharpens iron, humans sharpen each other. So yeah, I believe it's really important that we have this open dialogue continuously, because growth is a continuous process for each and every one of us. And for some people, unfortunately, they stop growing and stop maturing in their thinking, and they don't stop growing physically, but they stop growing like intellectually, emotionally, and all spiritually, and I believe it's really important to grow in these areas as long as we live. So let's continuously sharpen each other, guys. And yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you again next time. God bless you all.